Welcome to day 32, not a very great heart, of our 365-day BU challenge to do one thing every day that improves us. Today we are moving into the emotional area and aspect of our life. We just finished physical. We spent the first 31 days of this challenge talking about and focusing on the physical aspects of our life. This month, since it's February, it happens to be February when we're doing this, we skip to emotional instead of doing them in any order, because guess what? It doesn't matter what order we consider the different areas and aspects of our lives. We're going to talk about emotional this month. And today's topic, the first topic, the most important topic, and I don't know, they're all pretty important, but to me is self-love. Now, I've got my magnifying glass handy because I did a little research and I looked up, how do you know if you love yourself enough? And then what are the steps to self-love and taking care of yourself? What are the steps to do it? Our action item today is going to be to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being awesome, 1 being not so much. How well and effectively do you love yourself? And so I will run through probably 30 different ways of knowing if you love yourself enough. Then we'll share a 13-step process that you can use to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and that you're following good self-love practices. But it's the state of appreciation. It's appreciating us for who we are, where we are, what we are right now, knowing that we're not stuck there. Sometimes we feel like we're stuck there, right, in one spot, but we're never stuck. We can always move or improve. And by following these 13 steps and checking in with yourself to see, I guess I've got like 32 different things that are signs that you know that you love yourself or not, right? And why is this a big topic? Well, for me and probably billions of people on the planet, we don't take perfectly good care of ourselves all the time. We don't love ourselves and put ourselves ahead of other things and other people, sometimes to our detriment and sometimes when we should. I think I've mentioned that in 2010 I had a sudden cardiac arrest, and it was primarily due to this. I didn't love myself enough to take care of myself. I had a certain level of self-esteem and success in life, but I didn't realize that I had to make myself and my health a priority, or at least it had to hit the list somewhere, sometime during the year, if I was going to still be here. So let's start out with just some of the signs that you know that you love yourself. 1, you speak your mind. You say what you think and you don't apologize for it. 2, you practice self-care. 3, you set boundaries. 4, your health matters. 5, your brain matters too. 6, you don't sway easily, meaning you're not easily manipulated by media or by other people's opinions. 7, you avoid black and white thinking, meaning it's either this or that. And we all fall prey to that sometimes. I was reading a post from one of my friends and leaders that I really respect yesterday, and he gave basically you're either this type person or that type person. And I'm thinking, as I'm reading it, okay, these are the 2 extremes, but everybody else pretty much falls somewhere in the middle. So we don't do black and white thinking or one way or the other. We don't do ultimatum thinking. 8, we care about our future. 9, we celebrate our successes, and we redefine success. We'll talk about that down the road this year for sure. I was talking to a coaching client yesterday about how we define success and how seldom we let ourselves actually experience success the way the world sets us up to define success. We want to take back ownership of that and set it up ourselves so that we feel successful every single day, not just when we achieve 10 absolutely impossible goals simultaneously for an instant, and then we get to feel an instant of success and we don't feel success again. So we celebrate our successes. 10, we know what we like and we ask for it. We know what we like and don't like, and we ask for what we need and want. 11, we know our strengths and our weaknesses. 12, we have a strong sense of purpose. We know what's important to us and we go after it. We know what we stand for, we know what we stand against. 13, we have strong connections. We have relationships and connections to other people and other things, maybe different associations or things or groups that we affiliate with. 14, we enjoy feeling strong emotions, both good and bad, because we know that we live in this bipolar universe, polar universe, where the opposites exist, right? If there's good, there's bad. If there's high, there's low. If there's love, there's indifference is actually the opposite of love, but hate, whatever. If there's hot, there's cold. If there's high, there's low. There's good, there's bad, etc. Number 15, we listen to our body. Number 16, you trust your gut. In your intuition. Number 17, you're not defined by your looks. 18, sense of style. 19, you sleep and eat healthy foods and you fuel your body with them. 20, you love spending time outdoors. Now, these aren't hard, fast rules of whether you love yourself or not. They're just signs that you might like yourself and love yourself. 21, you're authentic. You're perfectly happy, which is what this challenge is all about, right? It's just about being who we are and loving and being who that is. 22, you admit when you're wrong. 23, you expect the best. 24, you don't hold on to the past. 25, you have great stories and you know that your experiences are all stories and that you learn something from the bad ones as well as the good ones. 26, you surround yourself with inspiring people that are inspiring to you. 27, you don't save things for special occasions. 28, you like who you see when you look in the mirror. 29, you're comfortable spending time alone. 30, your negative voices are replaced by positive self-talk, affirmations, internal cheerleader type behavior, etc. 31, you're happy when others succeed. You're happy for other people. And 32, you know great things happen to you because you put positive energy out into the world. Now, this is just a list that I accumulated over time. And I will admit, sometimes I'm guilty of not doing these things, as we all are. But it's just an idea and a litmus test to audit yourself against, do I show myself the love and appreciation that I am due? Because guess what? The old adage, you have to love yourself first. It's not just a made-up proverb or saying. It's the absolute truth. We can only give what we have to give to other people. So if we don't love ourselves, we don't have any love to give to other people. So we might think we're loving them, but we're actually selfishly withholding love in this weird dynamic. So that was a long list, but let's talk about what are the 13 steps to achieving self-love. Number 1, stop comparing yourself to others. Number 2, don't worry about others' opinions. 3, allow yourself to make mistakes. 4, remember your value doesn't lie in how your body looks. 5, don't be afraid to let go of toxic people. 6, process your fears. We all have fears, right? We're all afraid of something. I don't care what anybody says. Every single one of us are afraid of something. We're born afraid, right? We are born afraid of heights and falling and loud noises. That's it. Everything else we accumulate along the way with our experiences. 7, trust yourself to make good decisions for you. Know that you'll always do what's right for you at the time that you make a decision. 8, take opportunities life presents or create your own opportunities. Put yourself first. 9, 10, feel pain and joy as fully as you can. 11, exercise boldness in public. 12, see beauty in the simple things. 13, be kind to yourself. So those are just some steps to self-love, and they're simple and easy, right? Every one of these, every one of us can do and should do if we haven't already. So today, our action item, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much self-love do you exercise and feel toward yourself every single day? So when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thought that pops into your head? And then share one thing about you that's absolutely awesome. So share your number and then one thing about you that's absolutely awesome. And even if you rate yourself a 1, there's our infinite awesome things about you. So find one, pick it, and share it. It can be anyone. Anything that's just cool and special and awesome about you, that you love about you. Maybe you love your big toe on your left foot. Maybe you love your positive outlook on sports events, whatever it is. Pick something and share that. And remember that the most important emotion, since we're talking about emotions all month, is the love we feel toward ourselves, because that colors and impacts absolutely everything else on the planet. I'm thinking I might pull one of these random cards every month. Most of the emotion related cards from these different decks have to do with joy and happiness, right? Almost all of them. So I was going to match them up to the days that were topics that we're talking about, but instead of doing that, I think I'll just randomly pull one. And again, most of them are going to be about joy and happiness. Why? Because we need to feel joy and happiness in order to create what we want in the world, right? In order to get anything that we want in the world, in order to create more of what we want in the world. Otherwise, we just keep getting more of the same crap that we don't want. So today's is my love is limitless. My love is limitless. It absolutely positively is. You can't love too much. I mean, I think sometimes there's this thought that you can love too much, you can love yourself too much. And there's a difference between self-love and taking care of yourself and ego, conceit, selfishness, right? And we all know the difference. It's not a fine line. There's a line between, there's a chasm between those two. And you know which end of the spectrum you would fall on. And this one says, one of the bonuses about loving myself is that I get to feel good. Again, feel good, happy. Our real purpose, our only job here on the planet is to feel good and to seek out ways and things that make us feel good and positive. Because if we feel good and positive, we're contributing good and positive things to the world. All right, this was kind of a long one. I'm not going to apologize because it's such an important topic. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow for day 33 already of our BU 365-day challenge. We're going to do one thing every day this year that improves us. If you just listen to the topic and do the action item, I guarantee you will be transformed by the end of the year. Actually, way before the end of the year. All right, have an awesome day.